Hello everyone, hola, and welcome to Uncensored with Sevyn K. I am Sevyn K. I am a relationship, life, and manifestation coach, and I combine the teachings of all three to offer you guys the best experience to bring in the money, the life, and the love that you so much want, need, and desire. All right, guys, so listen, today's going to be another phenomenal and juicy video because I do realize that when someone that we love exits the relationship, they leave us, they want to go off on their own, we are left to pick up the pieces. We're left holding the bag, and we are left to figure out what happened. Did this person ever really love me? What did I do wrong? What could I have done different? How could they have done this to me? It is very frustrating, confusing, scary, painful. And so we turn to all sorts of resources immediately, just looking for answers. We turn to our friends, our family, co-workers, pastor, YouTube. Look, we'll turn to the guy at Dunkin' Donuts if they can give us some answers and provide us with something that makes sense as to how this happened and why it happened. And what can I do to feel better, to regain my power, to regain the love of the person that left me, or at least to feel great again and move on to new love. Either way, our first go-to is, what do I do? And so that often leaves a lot of room for not really taking a look at what should I not do following the breakup. So let's get into that now. So the first thing that we don't want to do, it's going to be glaring, blaring, and obvious. And that is do not continue to break no contact. If you are struggling with no contact, please go to your app store. There is an app, a no contact app called Silenzio. It was a brilliant idea from another relationship coach called Lucia. She actually came up with the app. It has a panic button, a timer from when you start no contact, a reset button if you do break it, some pretty cool messages when you hit the panic button about what could happen if you break no contact to empower you to stay strong for you. And it also allows you to record some really cool affirmations of your own that you can play over and over as needed. So again, it's called Silenzio, and I will post it in the description. But guys, do not break no contact. Here's 3 reasons why you do not want to do that. The first reason why is because eventually, as you stay radio silent and you're working on you and you're starting to reinvent yourself and gain your power back, your energy, you're being productive again, you're reconnecting with people that you love, your ex, the dumper, will get wind of that. And eventually they will sink into the state or stage of their relationship breakup or the breakup period where they feel the anguish of you being gone. You're no longer chasing. They want to know why. Did this person ever really love me? They're going to hit that concern point where they feel the loss of you, the absence of you. But if you continue to break no contact, once they hit that stage, what you are doing is comforting and soothing them through that phase of the breakup. You cannot miss someone that is not gone. You cannot miss someone that is still there. So if you are texting and calling and begging and pleading, or you've allowed yourself to get demoted to a friends with benefit where you are having conversations here and there, they do not feel the loss of you. They do not feel your absence. They still have access to you. And so you are comforting them through the breakup. And so there is no incentive, no motivation, and no fear of loss. And that will prohibit them from ever feeling that they want to return to you. Guys, just think about this. The reason that we feel the pain, the loss, the anguish, the reason we mourn the loss of our person, the reason that we cannot eat, we cannot sleep is because we no longer have access to them. We don't know where they are, what they're thinking, what they're doing, how happy they are. And that is what's causing those horrific emotions in you that are paralyzing your day-to-day in the beginning of the breakup. And so you got to reverse engineer that emotion back to your ex. And I don't mean intentional. I'm just saying that when you break no contact, you are intentionally reaching out to them prematurely, and you're not giving them space to feel the consequences of their choice. And the choice was to walk away from you. So they should not have access to you. They should not have access of anything that you offered them throughout the relationship, because by leaving, they forfeit any part of you and anything that you have to offer. So for that reason, do not break no contact. The second reason that breaking no contact is a big no-no is because it will send you into a complete tailspin. Guys, your goal is to work on you. No contact is not to get the ex back. That is the byproduct of no contact. The main reason for no contact is for you to get mentally and emotionally healthy again, for you to work on past traumas, for you to work out the kinks of your life, for you to improve the quality of your life, to become the best version of you. And so when you reach out to the ex prematurely and they're not ready for you yet, and they're saying things like, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to get back with you, or they're plainly ignoring you or have you blocked, that's going to continue to add to the pile of pain and anguish. Rejection doesn't feel good. So with that said, the little bit of progress that you make, you are going to damage that progress time and time again, sending you backwards in the healing process. So do not, at the best of your ability, break no contact. You've got to do this for you and only you, and allow them to feel the consequences of their choice. And last but not least, you don't want to break no contact because you are allowing them to become desensitized to your absence. So guys, every time that you reach out to them and you don't get the results that you want, naturally we are going to retreat back into no contact. Because what else can we do? If they say don't call me again, you cannot call them again. If they say don't text me, I don't want to talk or chat, you cannot text. If you show up and they don't want to see you, you should not show up again. Please, guys, allow yourself the self-respect and dignity to not do this, but let's just say that you have. Then you will make them desensitized to your absence, because every time that they've told you I'm not ready or have ignored you and you pop up again, they are banking on you doing this again and again and again. So eventually, when you retreat back into no contact for the 5th, 7th, 12th time, they are not worried of losing you. They're not worried of your absence. It doesn't move them. It doesn't stir up emotions, because they are banking on you doing it again. And that do it again means they're going to pop up again. So you are desensitizing their ability to feel the loss of you, missing you. Your absence will not be respected. So that is the 3 reasons why we don't want to break no contact. The second absolute no-no is do not rebound or monkey branch. And so if you haven't already watched my video on rebounds, guys, this does not apply just to the dumper or your ex. This applies to you as well. When the person that you love leaves you, you are naturally going to want to be comforted. You want to feel soothed. You want someone to give you companionship. And all those things can be achieved by a friend, a family, a coach, your pastor, maybe fellowshipping at your local church, maybe a team or a group that you're a part of, a sports team. But by rebounding, guys, whether it's with someone new or an old ex, not your recent ex, but an old ex, what you're going to experience is an intensity of comparison to the dumper, to your most recent ex. You're going to want to feel, see, and hear them. You're going to want to smell them and hear their voice. You're going to want them to comfort you. And you're looking for that in someone else. You're looking for the connection that you lost in someone else because you want them. And what's going to happen is over time, this rebound is going to become someone of distaste to you, someone you might resent, and someone that eventually will be hurt by you. because that person that you're rebounding with may have been someone who genuinely was interested in a relationship with you, genuinely may have fallen in love with you or had developed really strong feelings for you, and you entered into that circumstance just because of a necessity of wanting to be comforted through the breakup, or you needed a distraction. And not only is it unfair to you, because you are going to want your ex even more going through the rebound or monkey branching, but you are going to hurt someone else, and that absolutely is unfair. So I would recommend staying single and developing relationships with people that are close to you, again, your friends, your family, and building camaraderie, with new groups of people, by maybe re-entering into a good social life. So guys, no rebounding, absolutely no dating. Gotta stay single as best as possible and push through every day, a second at a time, as you go through the healing process. The next thing that's a huge absolute no throughout the breakup is do not ever accept a friends with benefits proposition from your ex or the dumper. That is an absolute no. A lot of times people accept being demoted to friends with benefits because, hey, it's better to have something with them than nothing at all. And what you're not realizing, guys, is that you have officially demoted yourself. This person now gets to have access to all of you, and they get to be comforted by you, and they get to talk to you whenever they want. They get messages from you. You guys are laughing together, and secretly you're still craving their relationship. Secretly you're still craving a commitment with them. But you've demoted yourself and accepted a position with this person as just a friend. And many times friends with benefits comes with sexual contact. So now you're serving yourself up on a plate, giving them all access to you, and they have not done the work to earn your love, to earn your trust, to communicate and be vulnerable and admit that they made a mistake, that their choice to leave you was not a good choice. So please do not hurt yourself by becoming friends with benefits, because that will not only turn them off and cause them to lose tons of respect for you, but you are putting yourself in a space where this person can and will eventually meet someone else that they will find interest in, may end up in a relationship with, and keep you at friends with benefits. So you must not accept being friends with benefits unless you are 1,000,000,000% decided and done. You no longer want a relationship. You no longer want a romantic attachment. And you feel that the friendship you guys had during the relationship was not affected, or even post the breakup, and you do want to maintain a friendship with them. If that is the case, and you are being 100% honest with yourself, then by all means, go ahead. But if you are still in love and want this person back, do not accept being friends with benefits. The next absolute no, we're not going to do it, is please do not, under any circumstances, turn to drugs and alcohol for relief. Listen, guys, I know how painful a breakup is. And oftentimes, conversations, coaching, therapy sometimes doesn't feel like it's enough. And a lot of us will turn to a couple of drinks, a couple of glasses of wine, a beer or two for the gentlemen, and sometimes even as hard as drugs. And I can tell you that there is not a person on planet Earth worth you damaging your body, your mental state, and your emotional state to that degree. If you feel that you are suffering to the extent that you must turn to drugs and alcohol, or abuse drugs and alcohol, because a glass of wine here and there is not the worst, a shot here and there, if that is what you want to do as an adult, we cannot tell you never to do it. I'm just saying that if you are turning to this consistently, it's becoming an addiction, it's becoming a circumstance where you are abusing it, please know that this is taking a huge toll on your body, your emotions, your clarity, and I urge you to seek immediate help so that this type of damage is not bestowed upon you as a result of the pain that you are feeling. And so if you're not sure of where to turn, please email me or post a comment, and I will look into your city, state, and county and see if I can get you some help, because I don't want to see anyone go through that. And last but not least, guys, the big don'ts is, do not blame yourself. Be patient with yourself. Take the time that you need. Do not let anyone convince you that it's been too long or not long enough for you to be done with the healing process. Healing is a lifelong journey, guys. It's been 7 years since my breakup, and I still have triggers. I still have moments where it affects me. And even though my life is amazing today, because not only did I do the necessary work and learned the power, this gorgeous power that I'm going to be showing and teaching you guys soon, called manifesting, law of attraction, law of assumption. But I definitely stopped listening to everyone else. That is a huge no-no, because no one is walking your shoes. No one is seeing your life through your lenses. And what ends up happening is we become very influenced by what other people are telling us, and we start to believe that we did something wrong, that we are in the wrong. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be accountable for any participation or contribution in what may have caused a breakup, but unless you were super abusive or abusive, period, unless you were a significant cheater or a cheater, period, unless you were super neglectful or a neglectful, period, there is no reason for you to believe that you were the sole cause of your breakup. It always takes two to get together, and it always takes two to end a relationship. And so be accountable, be responsible, and reflect on your relationship and who you were and who you turned into. Good, bad, or indifferent, I want you to be patient and loving yourself, and self-care and self-love. Do not walk around with a cloud of guilt over your head, because this will prolong and delay the process of healing and eventually getting your ex back or moving on to new love. It is just not productive, and it is a one-way trip to nowhere, guys. So again, a big no-no is to not allow guilt to consume you, to control you. You must give yourself closure, because it is no one else's responsibility to manage your emotions and to help you do the work to get to where you want to be but your own. So seek out the resources that you're going to need. Put them in place. Put a routine in place that's going to allow you guys to become the best version that you can be. And do not allow outside influence to coerce or convince you that what you're doing is not working for you. As long as you're doing it in a healthy manner, pace yourself. Listen, it's okay. This is not a race to the winds. You have to do this 1 second at a time, as best as it works for you. So listen, guys, I really hope that this video helped and gave you a few more nuggets to add to your book of resources. I am going to post the app on the description. Please leave your comments below. And if you have any more don'ts that you wish to post for the viewers and subscribers, please do post them. I welcome those ideas. I think that we are building a really phenomenal community here with Uncensored with Sevyn K. And the more that we build this community, the more you guys are subscribing, commenting, and liking these videos, then YouTube allows me to open up all sorts of ways that I can reach out to you guys and make this thing called life, love so much better, so much easier, and more empowering. So wishing you all the best. Remember, the power is yours, and until the next video.